Hi, I'm BB. This video will probably be different than anything I think I've ever posted before, especially here. But today is my second shot of Enbrel. Because for those of you who don't know, I have psoriatic arthritis. It's fun, right? Which is an autoimmune disease that is basically degenerative. It's arthritis that does not go away. It will never go away. It's not curable. So I have to take medicines to stop the progression of it so I don't get any more joint damage. But along with the psoriatic arthritis, I have psoriasis, and I have had psoriasis since I was 8. So if you've ever seen any of my other content, I get spots all over the place. And last year I had a very big flare-up. Maybe I can see if I can attach photos. It was really bad, and of course that causes depression and all of that fun stuff, which led to waking, which is never really fun to talk about. And then it also led me to finally go to the doctor because I knew something was wrong. It was all over my back, my stomach was covered, my legs were covered. And not only that, the sores hurt, they itch. And being an adult content creator, showing your body is, it started to kind of get in the way of my own self-image, seeing the spots all the time. So I've been on a really long journey to find medicines that work, and I'm still on that journey. I took my first Enbrel shot last Thursday in the doctor's office. This is my first time doing it alone at home. So I have my sharps container. I have my medicine, alcohol wipes, Band-Aid, and this nifty little machine that will inject the medicine into my leg. Not super excited right now because I know that it burns way more than I expected it to burn. But the hopes is that between now and another 10-11 weeks from now, it will start doing its job and I can come off of the steroids, the prednisone that I'm on, because it causes increased appetite and agitation and a lot of not good stuff. It did make my psoriasis clear up, which was awesome. It is starting to come back though, so I know that my body is used to it and it's time to come off of it. So hopefully this medication works, because I also take a medicine called methotrexate, which is not good for you. It's good for you, like it helps, but it's not good for like your organs and, you know, like your kidneys and your liver and things like that. So that's where I am. But yeah, I'm going to show me giving myself my injection. I forgot to wear shorts, so I'm gonna have to pull these down just past my stomach. For those of you who also don't know, I have a very big stomach, so if obesity or fatness bothers you in any way, now might be the time to turn away. But I'll also show you some slight spots and scarring on my stomach from my last flare-up. A lot of people on my other sites, they sometimes they'll ask, like, what are those spots, you know, like, not trying to be mean, they're just curious. Some people are mean, you get that anywhere, but But yeah, it was really bad a few months ago. I'd say from like June to October, November. It was so bad. I mean, it was everywhere. It was on my breasts, it was on my arms, all down my legs, my back. My scalp was covered, behind my ears were covered, and I was starting to have spots in places that I had never had spots before. And obviously, having psoriasis since I was 8, I had very common spots. You know, my elbows, because you have a joint in there. So psoriasis is an overproduction of skin cells. It's an autoimmune disorder itself. And anytime I get cut or scraped or have inflammation in my body for whatever reason, my body kind of attacks itself trying to heal itself. So it sends all of this to try to heal, almost like if you skin your knee and it scabs over, because the plasma, you know, everything scabs over to heal your wound. My body does that on its own. And if I do get injured, or if I get strep throat or something that causes an infection in my body starts to attack itself. And now, having the psoriatic arthritis diagnosis on top of it, my inflammation levels got extremely high, and it was causing joint damage and a lot of pain throughout my body. And then my body was like, you're in pain, this is crisis mode, let's send help. So help, right? So everywhere I had inflammation in my body was being attacked and covered by psoriasis, and it got really bad. Like I said, I will attach pictures, or maybe I'll make like a Dropbox link to photos and put it in the description or comments or something, so you can see if you haven't seen before. But yeah, I don't know. This video is, it's a lot of babbling, because I don't do this a lot, but I thought it would be interesting to show this side of me, because this is just part of my night. Like, I'm also going to cam later because I am an adult content creator. I'm also a mom and a wife, so I have duties before, and I have a full-time job. So like I do a lot of things. But obviously my health is a huge part of it. Another question that I get asked all the time is that am I gaining weight intentionally? And the answer is no, not intentionally. I think last year I gained about 50 pounds, and it was a lot of prednisone and depression, and it was a lot of depression, I think. Having all those spots really kind of unmotivated me for a while, because not only did I not want to see the spots all the time, because it was a constant reminder that I had something going on in my body that I was kind of scared to find out about. I was also worried that nobody else wanted to see my spots. So, yeah, I don't know. I started to push through it and make my art, make my content anyway, because it's such an outlet, and it made me feel better going through the process and doing this. So, yeah, talking about it I thought might be nice. Even if you don't know me from my content, if you're just here because you may have a similar diagnosis or a similar problem, maybe hearing my story might help. So I don't know, I might do more of these if this one goes well. I'm procrastinating now because I don't want to do it. Like, it's not bad for those of you who, like, if you have to take like a biologic, it does burn. It does burn. But I mean, it's tolerable. It's just me being a baby. I did my right leg last week at the doctor's office, and you have to rotate, so I'm gonna do my left leg today. I can also use my stomach. I'm not personally gonna do that because I feel like it would hurt a lot more in my stomach than in my legs. So yeah, so I'm going to show my tummy so I can pull my pants down to my thigh where my shot has to go. And I will show you some spots, if you can see them. I have scarring, and I have some new spots trying to develop because my body is in an active flare-up currently. I have scars from having a biopsy, just to double check that my spots were psoriasis based. And these spots, I mean, they're everywhere. My elbows, I have scars. I have white scars from spots. This one too. I have scars like here. They're white. I have white scars. And I have little red scars pretty much all over, on my thighs as well. Okay, so I have my thigh exposed, and I will try my best to show this whole process on camera because I do really want to document it and everything. So let's see. Might have to sit on my bed like this so I have my thigh exposed and flat. So I'll get the machine ready first. This is a nifty little machine that the medicine goes into. So now I'm going to try to remember the process that I did at the doctor's office. Okay. So you have a little play button, and it opens up. You take your medicine that can only go in one way, and it goes in like that. Made a ding. You pull this off because the needle is in there. I'll just stick that right there. I'll put it in the sharps container soon. Okay, let's lay this down for a second. Okay. Do it in a circle from the inside out, so that way you don't get any germs in there. A little nervous, can you tell? This side has an indicator to tell you that it's done, and then you're supposed to hold it for a few seconds afterwards just to make sure all the medicine gets in you. There's a setting for slow and fast. I have it on fast. Alrighty, it's in there. You can pinch your leg so that way, and it tells you when it's on your skin. That's why it's green. All right. Hold it for a few seconds. Okay. Empty. open up the sharps container, put those in there, and then put a band-aid on it just so that way I don't bleed on my pants. Band-aid. And the machine is already off. It's done. I can put that away. Honestly, the burning wasn't as bad as I remembered the first time. I think the first time I was not as scared because I didn't think that it was going to hurt for some reason. I don't know. I did not think it was going to hurt for some reason. And then it hurt, and then it surprised me. This time wasn't that bad at all. It did burn. You saw me close my eyes for a minute there. So I've got my band-aid on. I can pull these back up. So that is my second dose of Enbrel. It's technically called the Enbrel Mini. Don't know if that matters. So that's my Thursday night for now. But yeah, I don't know. If you've watched this far, thank you for watching. I don't know, I might make more of these. Maybe more of just a video diary for myself, I guess. Like, you see the spots I have right now. I even have a bruise here. I bruise easy. I have a bruise here from blood work 3 days ago that I had to get done for another medication that I'm on. And it wasn't good, so I have to taper off that medicine and then go back in like a week and redo that blood work again, so we can see how my body's responding. So, well, if you do watch it, you do like it, have questions, message me, comment them, let me know. Thank you for watching.